People are going to lose their homes. They're going to lose their homes.
Second year in a row. Shortage.
My mortgage payment is going up almost.
So I am jumping on the bandwagon talking about,
congratulations on buying your first house. Here's your packet. Okay.
See, this is what happens when you don't try to pay somebody.
So today is my last day as a truck driver.
Here are 10 reasons why to leave truck driving and join the oil field.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Or if this is your first time here, well, you picked a wild time to tune in. So get this, a truck driver didn't get paid for 2 weeks. What did he do? He left the company truck in a no parking zone, grabbed his bag, and jumped on an Amtrak train like he was in some action movie. Seriously, it happened. At the same time, homeowners who thought they had a fixed mortgage are starting to panic because their monthly payments keep going up, thanks to skyrocketing property taxes and insurance. Like, what are we even paying for anymore? Does the house come with a bonus swimming pool made of gold? Between job losses, rising living costs, and people on the edge of losing their homes, things are getting real out there. So, yeah, let's check out this video that's been going viral on TikTok. It shows exactly what's happening and why a lot of people are struggling right now.
People are going to lose their homes. They're going to lose their homes. I'm telling you guys, the storm is brewing and it's coming fast. Insurance premiums and property taxes are skyrocketing through the roof. And the result is that people's mortgage payments are getting higher and higher to the point that it's going to be unaffordable for most people. If you don't already know, your property insurance and your property taxes are rolled into your mortgage payment for as long as you have a mortgage. If you don't have a mortgage, you have to pay those property taxes and insurance separately outside of the mortgage. Part of your mortgage payment, when that statement comes in the mail, there's a line there that says escrow. And escrow is money that's set aside from your payments that is then used by the bank to pay your insurance and your property taxes. Your actual mortgage payment may not go up even if you have a low interest rate. Interest and principal will stay the same, but the amount you have to pay every month is going to skyrocket because the banks have to make sure you pay that. Your mortgage payment is going to go up because they've got to pay property taxes and insurance. This has always been the case, but the difference this time is that the rate of acceleration on property taxes and insurance is unlike anything anybody has ever seen. People's monthly payments are going up from $1,800 to $2,800, from $2,500 to $3,500. One of two things can happen. You either lose your home to foreclosure because you can't afford that payment, or you try to sell your home so that you can get out of this terrible situation. And the more people that start to now try to sell their homes, the more inventory increases, the more those prices are likely to come down. This does vary state to state, so it's not exactly the same in every state. Some states are in worse situations than others. They weren't kidding. Those fuckers weren't kidding. They said you'll own nothing and you'll be happy.
So sad to hear that. But here's something most people don't realize. There's a hidden trap in your fixed mortgage payment. Yes, even if your interest rate is locked in. When it hits, it's not just about losing some extra cash. You could lose your home. Most people won't see it coming, but you still have time to do something about it.
I really thought that if I paid my mortgage payments in full and on time every month, that I wouldn't lose my house. That's not exactly what's happening. Our escrow analysis finally came the morning of my 40th birthday. I'm in the bed drinking my coffee at an antebellum home in Natchez, Mississippi, and I get an email, and I'm like, I shouldn't open this like on my 40th birthday, whatever. But I've been waiting for it. I didn't think it was going to be anything. I thought it was going to be like no big deal, like no change. I open it, $3,700. Second year in a row. Shortage. Our mortgage payment will now be $2,700 a month, which is $600 more than it was supposed to be when we took out the loan. Isn't that fun? Yeah. I can't pay it. I mean, like, we can't pay it. It's insurance. Our insurance is going up $400, annually. So I called my insurance agent today, and she was like, okay, so that was last year, because like they did that like for the previous year. So she was like, okay, that was last year, but I did get yours a couple days ago for this year, the renewal, and it's going to be going up another $300 this year. If it went up $300 last year and we're at $3,700 shortage, even if like I pay the shortage in full now to keep the thing the same, the payment the same, we're just gonna have another $3,700 shortage again next year because insurance is still going up again, $300 again. I'm calling the mortgage company tomorrow. I'm depressed, like obviously. I'm unmotivated to do anything. I'm not getting things done. I need to call a realtor to find out what needs to go on because like June 1st is gonna come and like I'm not gonna have $2,700 to give them. I mean, I'll have to. Like I don't have a choice. Like I pay when I have a payment due, I pay it 100% in full on the due date, no exceptions. It will be paid. Period. Then I'll have to pay for like all the selling the house junk. Like fixing anything, and might have to sell this beautiful house and get a smaller one. When we bought this house, like our first house that we lived in for 10 years, my last payment on that mortgage was less than $1,000. So I don't know if you have any comments or, nice, mean, whatever, or like I don't know, what can I do? Tell me what to say to the mortgage company. Tell me what to say to the insurance agent if I have to talk to her again. Tell me what to say to a realtor. I don't even know what realtor I'm going to use. Have you ever experienced anything like this before? Do your thing, TikTok.
Wow. As you can see, this isn't an isolated case. Homeowners across the country, especially in certain states, are feeling the pressure. Property taxes are skyrocketing, insurance premiums are doubling, even quadrupling. HOA fees also doubling or tripling. And it doesn't stop there. Utility bills, medical costs, groceries, gas, car repairs, everything is going up. People simply can't keep up anymore. They're overwhelmed. And they've had enough. Why?
See, this is what happens when you don't try to pay somebody. You leave their truck in the no parking zone and you pack your motherfucking bag and you hit the motherfucking Amtrak. You understand me? You get the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? You don't wait around. You want to not pay money? Then guess what? I got something for your bitch ass. You'll be paying way more than what you were supposed to pay me. So congratulations. Find your truck. And I'm gone.
Yeah, we was making good time. Can you say fired? Damn.
You know the worst thing you could do in trucking is not read the signs. I'm not talking about that open DOT sign. I'm not talking about the stop sign. I'm talking about the trucking recession sign, okay? Trucking is that shit is in the toilet. It's a bloodbath right now, all right? And for anyone who thought that Trump was just gonna come in and magically just make things popping again, nah, not again. Not right now, not for a little bit, all right? Especially with these tariffs, it only can get worse. It only can get worse.
Serious. Tariffs have significantly sped up many of the problems we're seeing right now in the trucking industry. Thousands of truckers are being laid off, and thousands more are quitting altogether. It's not just layoffs, it's a mix of both, creating real uncertainty. At this point, no one really knows what the trucking industry will look like in a few months. While this chaos unfolds around the world, we see protests, new wars being discussed, people facing deportation, and the cost of living spiraling out of control. Trump this, Trump that, everything seems to be blowing up in the country right now. And believe it or not, much of this turmoil ties back to what's happening at the ports. I haven't made a full video on this yet, but I had to share what's going on. So, I'm going to roll the footage, take a look yourself, and let me know what you think in the comments below.
So today is my last day as a truck driver and as an Oakley driver. I am about to turn in my keys. I already cleaned out my truck. It's a bittersweet moment, honestly. Being a truck driver, I will say, it's like no other feeling in the world. The freedom, the amount of freedom that you get, the different people that you meet. How you doing? It's really, it's almost comparable to like being in the military. You know, when you're out there on that ocean, the amount of freedom, you meeting different people, seeing different things. But to to my fellow truck drivers, I want to say continue to be safe.
Wow. A lot of truck drivers are leaving the industry lately. At first I thought one driver was laid off, but she actually quit because the pay wasn't enough. That says a lot. She said there aren't enough loads right now to make it worth staying. I respect her decision, even without many details. Her message was clear. She talked about the freedom trucking offers, but it feels like there's something deeper going on. Maybe burnout or just feeling worn out. And she's not alone. Many new drivers and even entire companies are stepping away or shutting down. People are getting laid off, and others are quitting before things get worse. It's happening fast, and it's tough to watch. This is the reality of the trucking world right now. It's about real people, their lives, and their futures. What do you think? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below.
My mortgage payment is going up almost $500 a month. $500 every month. I have a fixed interest rate, so it's not that. Nope, it's my escrow account. Apparently, my homeowner's insurance and my property taxes just skyrocketed. But nobody thought to tell me about this until I was already $3,200 short in my escrow account. So now I not only have to pay the shortage, but I also have to pay the new balance moving forward. And so I can either pay the shortage in full and my monthly mortgage goes up almost $200 a month, or I pay it out over the next 12 months and my monthly mortgage payment goes up almost $500 a month. Well, I definitely don't have $3,200 just laying around, so I guess this is the option that I have. I'm already working 70 hours a week, so I'm probably gonna have to sell my house because I can't do that. I don't know anybody who could. But I don't know where I'm gonna live after I sell my house because my ex-husband ruined my credit in the divorce this year, and so I don't know anybody who's gonna rent to me. I may end up homeless by the end of this year.
Wow, this is a real situation that's been brewing for a while, and honestly, it's starting to boil over now. Right now, there are between 1 to 2 million defaults happening all across the country, and the number of defaults, pre-foreclosures, and foreclosures is going up fast. It's really alarming. The good thing, though, is that many homeowners still have equity in their homes. So they're not necessarily losing their homes to foreclosure. They can still sell and walk away. But of course, not everyone is in the same spot. Like this one lady mentioned, her credit is bad because her ex messed it up during their divorce. So even if she sells, she might not be able to buy again right away. Still, a lot of people can sell, walk away, maybe even get some cash out of it, but let's be real. This is a pretty tough situation. And honestly, it's only getting worse. I really think things are going to get even more intense through 2026 and 2027 because we're just seeing the start of this trend. Okay, let's move on to the next video.
Congratulations on buying your first house. Here's your packet.
Okay, perfect. So my payment for the next at least 12 months is going to be $2,150.
Yeah, it's $2,149, but you can round up.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So here's your escrow analysis for the last year. You do have a shortage of $5,212.
What do you mean a shortage of $5,212?
It means you paid that amount under what you were supposed to pay last year.
Do you remember when I was here last year and I asked you if my payment was $2,149?
Yes, of course I remember. That's the amount that you were supposed to be paying.
So you gave me the wrong amount to pay per month?
Nope. $2,150 was the correct amount, and that's the amount that you should have been paying.
Okay, so you told me $2,149. I paid $2,149. And now you're telling me that I'm short $5,000.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly right.
I need you to explain it because I just asked you if you told me the wrong amount and you said no.
But I didn't give you the wrong amount. I gave you the right amount, $2,149.
So you told me pay $21.50. I paid $21.50. You're telling me even now that that's the correct amount that I was supposed to be paying last year, but somehow I have a shortage of $5,000. So I should have been paying more per month than the $21.50 that you told me.
It's like you're finally getting it.
Why didn't you tell me that I was supposed to be paying more than $21.50?
Because $21.50 is the amount that you're supposed to be paying.
Okay. So what can I do about this? Because I can't pay $5,000 just in the blink of an eye like that.
Understandable. If you can't pay by April 1st, then your monthly payment will just go up to $2,900.
So if I don't pay the $5,000 by April 1st, my monthly payment goes from $2,150 to $2,900?
Exactly. That's exactly right. Again, you're getting it.
So the real estate market is going through some major shifts right now, and one of the biggest is the spike in insurance premiums. A lot of homeowners are looking at their bills and thinking, why does it feel like my house is suddenly overvalued? That's leading to more and more defaults, and honestly, we might see a wave of even more in the next few years if nothing changes. So what can you actually do about it? First things first, check your escrow statements every year. Seriously, don't just assume they're accurate. If something feels off, reach out to your realtor, your attorney, or someone at the escrow office and ask questions. These aren't small details. They can seriously impact your finances. Feeling like your insurance is too high? You're not stuck. Call around to different companies, get multiple quotes, and make sure you're comparing the same type of coverage across the board. A lot of people don't realize it, but switching insurance providers can actually lower your monthly payments in a big way. Another thing, challenge your property's assessed value if you think it's too high. You can contact your county or tax assessor's office and request a review. If they agree and lower it, your property taxes could drop, and that's extra cash you keep every year. Now, with inflation still climbing, it's smart to expect higher costs across the board, not just for insurance. If you're spending on non-essentials, now's a good time to pull back and get frugal. Talk to your lender and your realtor about your options. Not just insurance, but the whole financial picture. The market is shifting, and you've got to stay a step ahead. And hey, you're not in this alone. Share your experience, learn from others, and keep the conversation going, especially with those facing the same challenges. At the end of the day, this market isn't what it was 4 or 5 years ago. But with the right info and the right people around you, you can still protect your home and your future. You know, this is real, and it's happening fast. If you're a homeowner or even thinking about buying, now's the time to pay attention. Don't wait until it hits you. Talk to your people, stay informed, and make moves early. And hey, if you've gone through something similar, drop it in the comments. Your story might help someone else out there right now. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourself and your home. See ya, and bye-bye.